What's up, guys? It is Sam here, and I wanted to give an update on my YouTube results. I've been doing this for a while, so I wanted to talk about that, but I wanted to really dig into some of the numbers I've got here, and more specifically, the earnings numbers, because it's been about 3 months since my channel got monetized, so I wanted to go over some of those results. Before getting into all that, I want to give you a little bit of context for where I started. In October, the very end of October, I was smoking, and I was just laying there thinking about how I wanted to live my life. And if you ask yourself, like, what is the ideal day? Like, how do you want to spend your time each and every day? And you really contemplate and understand what that is to you, but also be self-aware enough to understand that that could change. For at least for me, there's some of the things that I was doing that weren't aligning with the things that make me happy. And so I decided at that point that I wanted to change some things around. Over that day and the next couple days, I figured out exactly what my minimum burn rate is, which is just the total amount of cash that I need to live off of, to pay all my bills. That's less than $2,000 a month. And then I added $1,000 to that for a buffer, and just in case like shit happens or costs more or medical or whatever the case is, because I'm gonna have to be paying for the medical for myself. So I got factored in about $500 for the medical, and then an additional $500 on top of that. So that came out to be at $3,000. Now a month is 30 days, so figure $100 a day. And that was at the very end of October. So then the first thought was that I'm going to use YouTube to be able to get there. Because I had a monetized YouTube channel in the past, but I was never consistent with it. I never had the vision to take it forward and be willing to put in the work to do that. So I was very sporadic about how I put out content. And so I took from it says October 29, 2018, and I started tracking the results. But also, I knew where it started because I'd already put out some content over the past several years. I was just never consistent with it. So from then, and I figured I'd probably need about 1 million minutes watched per month to be able to get to, say, maybe $2,000 a month from YouTube. And then the other $1,000 would come from rental property and or other things, peripheral type of things that come along with increased attention. So I put that out till the end of March 2020. Why the end of March 2020? Because that would be when I would get my bonus. So I'd get my bonus, and I'd hit my goal, and I'd be peace, right? So it's been 30 weeks. I'm in the 31st week right now. Today's 5/27/2019. So it's been 30 something weeks. Over that time period, for the first month for the first month I didn't make any money. Well, from YouTube. Like, I started the Amazon thing, and I think I made the first couple dollars in December. So November I didn't make anything. But I'm just talking about YouTube here. If you want to check out the total earnings, check out last month's earnings one, and in another week or so I'll have another earnings video for the month of April. So if you want to check that out, make sure you press that subscribe button, and if you want to follow along, press that little bell notification. YouTube will notify you when I post videos. I'm just documenting my process of creating a living online where I don't have to go into an office. I don't have to report to somebody else, and the freedom associated with financial independence, putting myself in a situation where I have the freedom to go wherever I want to go or say. And that's the framework on how I look at some of the opportunities that come across. Is it going to increase my ability to earn money? Is it going to increase my ability to have increased flexibility and or freedom? And so that's kind of like the framework on how I look at some of these things. So over the past 30 weeks, I have published over 700 videos. Right, so actually, I'm just going to do this right now. If I took 30 weeks, that's 210 days divided by 700. So it's actually 707 videos divided by 210 days. That's 3.36 videos per day on average. That's insane. But first of all, I want to thank you guys for all the progress I have been able to make. So 3 videos per day. So think about that. Like if you have a YouTube channel, how much to put out 3 videos every single day for 210 days, right? Like think about that for a second, and the volume of content that needs to be produced. And then there's thresholds you need to hit in order to be able to monetize your channel. The threshold for YouTube is 4,000 hours of watch time over the previous 12 months, and you have to have 1,000 subscribers. So I already had 1,000 subscribers, but I wasn't anywhere near the 4,000 hours of watch time. So November more than doubled versus October. November to December, again, I more than doubled. January, I went up again. February, it came down a little bit, but still a substantial increase over December. But just relative to January, it came down slightly. I also went on vacation in February, and there was maybe only 90 videos that came out that month, or 80 videos that came out that month. Because I was on vacation and I wasn't on track of some of the stuff as well as I should have been. So then March comes, and March is when I hit those numbers. Actually, at the very end of February, I hit those numbers, meaning the 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers. I already had the 1,000 subscribers, so I hit the 4,000 hours of watch time at the end of October. It took until about the March 10th, I think it was, in order to get my channel approved to be monetized. So it hasn't been 3 months, but I basically have 3 months worth of data so far. And that is what I wanted to go into. So I'm currently, if you just look at the views, right? We'll just go through views and then watch time, and then we'll get into the money portion. Yes, the money has been increasing every single month because it's probably somebody's going to ask, but it's still small, right? Like you can check out. I'll tell you the amount of views I get, and then you can figure out like what it is per 1,000 views. It's very, very small. So my estimate of getting to $2,000 with a million minutes watched would probably be 450,000 views a month, which is not a terrible ton of views. You know what I mean? So 410,000. So say it was 410 times $2. So you'd have to have like a CPM of like $4, right? 410 times 4, actually a little bit higher. 410,000 views times, say, 650 times $7, yeah. Basically, in order to get over $2,000, you have to have a little bit higher of a cost per click through all your videos on average. So we'll see. I will keep you guys posted, and I will keep putting out content, so make sure you subscribe. Okay, so in March, I had 40,000 views, right? In March was the month that I had a decent uptick from February. In April, I had 47,000 views. And then for the month of May, as I mentioned, today is the 27th. So the 27th date is not in there. This is actually of the 26th. So as of the 26th, I have 43,700 views. So I'm probably going to beat on the views, and I will pretty positively beat on the watch time. Now, if I go back to the watch time, just for context, in the year of 2018, like I had a channel. At the beginning of the year, I put out a couple videos, and then I didn't put out videos for months, and then I put a couple more videos over some time, and then I didn't put out any videos. So the entire year of 2018, I had about 120,000 minutes watched, right? So and that's for the entire year. Now, in the month of March, I had over 87,000 minutes watched. That's like 2/3 of the entire year in 1 month. That's how quickly this grows when you put in work every single day. In the month of April, I had over 113,000 minutes watched. That's incredible. That's so incredible. And then for the month of May, as I mentioned, as of the 26th, I have over 105,000 minutes watched. So you figure 5 more days in the month, I'll probably get to around 120,000 minutes watched, which means that in 1 month, I was able to have more content consumed than in the entire year of 2018. That is super incredible. And it's just a matter of time till I'm able to get that on a weekly basis. Now, when I go through and create so much content, it's almost like every new piece of content I put out is like a brick in a giant mural, or the piece of a house that is getting built, right? So to build that foundation, you got to put down a shitload of bricks, and you can't really see what's getting built, but you just have to have the faith to know that you're building this giant mural, right? But you don't know what the end is really going to look like. You just have this picture in your mind of how you want it to look. So it's the same thing with putting out content every single day, is that all those little bricks, all those little pieces of content just keep building upon each other and building upon each other and building upon each other until you realize that there's a larger picture that you're able to look at now that you've put in so many pieces of that brick into that mural, if that makes sense. If that makes sense, make sure you press that thumbs up button. So now getting into the money. So I'm just going to read through the numbers and then tell you what it was on a daily basis. For March, it was $14.57. So remember, that was basically about 21 days worth of monetization, right? Because I think I got it around the 8th or the 10th I got monetized. So about $14.50. For the month of April, which was the full month, it was $22.44. Now, for the month of May, as of the 26th, it's $24.91. So when you do that on a per day basis, right? So you take the month so you take March, right? Divided by 31 days. So 1457 divided by 31 days is 47 cents per day on average. Now, for the month of April, right, it was 22 bucks and change divided by 30 days, comes out to be 75 cents per day. And then for the month of May, so far as of till the 26th, is $24 and change divided by 26 days. So that comes out to be 96 cents per day. So each little brick might only add, say, a couple cents on, right? Or a little bit on through the increase in revenue from the ads. But each little brick makes the whole entire foundation more sound, I guess you could say, because there's more content out there for people to potentially find, and I'm not doing a great job with marketing the content or even making it super SEO friendly. SEO is search engine optimization. So I just wanted to give a quick update. I would expect this month to probably hit about 30 bucks from YouTube. If you want to stay tuned and catch that update, I will have an earnings update for the month of May next week. So if you want to check that out, make sure you press the subscribe button and that bell notification. YouTube will notify you every time I post a video. If you want to support the channel, leave a comment down below or press that thumbs up button. If it's been helpful or entertaining, or you just think I'm an idiot, just press that thumbs up button or share this video with somebody else. If you know somebody else who has a YouTube channel who's trying to figure out how much they're going to make or how much effort it actually takes to get something like this up and going, share this video with them. They might appreciate it. Peace.